So regardless of which portal you choose to use, the way that you pay for something in Azure is through something called a subscription. Now, a subscription is just, you giving Microsoft your information so you can pay for things. Subscriptions can be on credit cards where you bill month to month. Subscriptions can be based on access codes where you're given a certain amount of free capacity for a trial, for example. Or subscriptions can be based on yearly prepay models. There's all sorts of options, and those options are changing all the time. So simply, work with Microsoft, contact Microsoft when you're ready, and figure out what type of subscription is best for you. Now, in all cases, you can actually manage your subscriptions through the Azure portal. There's a page which is account.windowsazure.com/subscriptions, but in both portals, both the new and the old, in the upper right-hand corner, if you click your username, there's typically a View My Bill or Manage My Subscriptions entry. That's the new portal. That was the old. Here's the new portal, where you can look at exactly what's in your bill and you can see, how you're being charged and how those charges are being managed. In the new portal, you can see that we have this tile it gives us that has a neat little graph that shows, so far to date I've spent $87 US, and I can click on this and it'll take me to a breakdown of what those charges are and how I'm actually spending my money. And you can see that for me, the compute hours in US East has made up the bulk of the spend that I've had for this month. So both these portals give you the ability to manage, access, and view your bill, and also do things like change your credit card information. There's also a number of PowerShell commandlets. Now, this is the first time we've begun to look at PowerShell, and you've heard me talk about two portals, the old portal and the new portal. The difference, if you recall, is that the new portal uses the Azure Resource Manager method. The old portal does not. And I'd mentioned that that determines the PowerShell commandlets you use. Have a look at these PowerShell commands. You'll notice that I have Get Azure Subscription and Get Azure RM Subscription. If I want to manage functionality that's in the new portal, I'm going to use the Azure RM version of the PowerShell command. If I want to manage functionality in the old portal, I'm going to use the non-RM, or just the Get Azure Subscription or Set Azure Subscription. And you're going to find this is true for every PowerShell command with Azure. If you're creating a VM, there's a Create Azure VM and a Create Azure RM VM. Now, again, it sounds confusing. Over time, as you start to work with it, this stuff will become second nature. So let's take a look at some of the things we can do just to manage our subscriptions.